First time? Second time?
We used to live here. Yeah.
You used to live here?
We went to an international school.
Do they also do like extra like Japanese classes? Like this is very different. Sorry, I'm going so off topic right now, but this is super interesting. What is it like to study at a British school in Tokyo? There is a British school in Tokyo. I didn't know until I bumped into these wonderful people who are going to share their experience with you. And it's quite an interesting story. So let's go and ask foreigners in Japan. Where are you from?
We're from Hampshire in England.
The UK! Oh my god, I'm so hype already. So how long are you staying here?
9 days.
First time? Second time?
Well, it's our second time because we used to live here. Yeah.
You used to live here? Awesome. How old were you when you lived here?
It was 2017 to 2021. So I left when I was 12 and she was about 10, I think. Yeah.
And how long did you live here in total? Like how many years?
4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
Wow. So you have very different memories from Japan then.
Yeah, definitely. It's weird to be back, but it's nice.
Did you study in a Japanese school then? Or like an international school? This is all really interesting. Oh my god.
We went to an international school, so it's a bit easier for us.
Yeah.
We went to the British school. Yeah.
I didn't know this. Okay.
Yeah, BST, the British school in Tokyo. Yeah.
Oh, wow. How was that? So they all like Brits or British speaking people?
Mainly international people, but it had the British curriculum, so...
So you kind of like studied in the UK, then had the British curriculum for 4 years here, and then went back to the UK?
Yeah. So they still do like UK education here, but in the British school.
Do they also have Japanese classes within the British school?
Well, we learnt Japanese there in like Japanese class, but the classes were taught all in English for like anyone who wanted an English education. Yeah, it's quite good.
Okay. What is the difference between British education and British education in Japan? Was there a difference?
Well, definitely in England, we definitely do more sports, I think. Like lots of more like pitch sports and stuff. And I think here they do like basketball instead, whereas like we do football and stuff. Quite different. Yeah.
The type of sports taught is different?
Yeah, we did more like, I remember doing like volleyball, basketball, and there's more baseball, but then we do much different ones. I did lacrosse in England, which is not, I didn't see it here at all, so...
Yeah, I don't think I've known anyone who plays lacrosse in Japan, even though I think there was like a TV show that popularized it a while ago. But okay, so no lacrosse. What else was different between the curriculum in the Japanese British school and the British school?
I think it was just the Japanese lessons mostly, because we did like French as well, and I think you could do Spanish further up in the school, but it was more just Japanese because, you know, Japanese isn't offered in our school in England.
Did you also have Japanese British students in class?
Yeah, there were lots of like half Japanese or people coming from Japanese background who also had maybe a parent from different places in the world. Yeah. So it was quite a mixture.
Did you learn a lot of Japanese culture then when you were at that school? But even though it was a British school?
I think we like celebrated a lot of Japanese like traditions and stuff and everything like that. And all the houses were named after like Japanese gods, I think. And so we still did quite a lot of things.
The houses were named after Japanese gods? It sounds like some sort of Harry Potter Japanese fusion here.
Yeah, it was like Amaterasu and Izunami and stuff. Yeah. We also used to go out and sometimes there would be like the like celebrations in the street. Yeah, so we used to celebrate this as well, like within the school.
Like the Japanese summer festivals, you mean?
Yeah, definitely. And also like before we ate sometimes like we would like what would we say? Itadakimasu. Yeah.
Did you get British holidays and Japanese holidays? Which holidays did you get in school?
We mainly got the British ones, but then if there was a bank holiday in Japan, we would have that.
Yeah. Nice.
So, yeah.
So actually a bit more holidays on average then.
Yeah, so it was quite nice because a lot of days off to hang out in Tokyo. Yeah.
What was like your favorite part of studying in the British school in Tokyo? What was like the thing that was like the most fun?
Probably the diversity, because I made so many friends from all different places around the world, and now there's so many connections everywhere, which is really useful, and it's good to learn about different cultures. And
Yeah, what was your favorite thing?
oh, probably the same. I have quite a few friends from like Australia, Japan. You tend to bump into people now more because more people from different places.
You're still in touch with them?
Yeah, some of them. Yeah, some of them. Yeah.
Was there like one like little piece of memory? Remember like some craft class or a sports class? Anything where you're like, that was a great day?
I remember when we did volleyball in PE, and it was really fun with my friends. That's probably like quite a good thing I remembered and stuff. And the sports day as well. Yeah, when the like whole school would come together and we just it was really good.
Oh, like a Japanese style sports day when everyone comes together and plays like different games?
Yeah. So we'd have like athletics and stuff and everything like that. Yeah. So that was really nice. And then at the end, they do like a ceremony of which house won. Yeah. So that was really fun.
Nice. Did your house win?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think we were the best house at sports. So
What's your favorite memory here?
probably in primary school during our lunch break, we do little crafts like origami or make pom-poms out of like wool and stuff. I really like that.
That sounds so wholesome. That sounds like an awesome place.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it existed, so I'm really glad you told me about that. When you came here and you were very young, what gave you like the, this is different kind of culture shock moment?
I'd say definitely going to the supermarket and not seeing like any foods I recognize. There's lots of meals that I really enjoyed eating in England that I could never have here because the food is so different.
Yeah, it doesn't exist and you can't read anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. For me, it was definitely like the skyscrapers, like all the buildings and stuff, because, they don't have very big ones in England unless you're in London. And, so it was quite culture shock being in very like rural area. Yeah. So yeah, it's, I think that was for me, especially because I was quite young. Yeah, I think I was about 6.
And now coming back after all of those years, what gives you a little bit of a culture shock now? Or what do you think has changed? Or what do you maybe see differently?
There's definitely more tourists around because we were here during COVID, so it's a bit different. And it's weird coming back and seeing all the like Japanese writing and hearing the sounds around that I'd forgot about before.
Brings back some memories from your childhood?
Yeah, definitely.
Good. What is like your culture shock now?
Now, yes, definitely all of the tourists. Like, it's like there are so many people because when we were here, like you would just go out on the street and there'd be no one. So yeah, it's quite a lot of people and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely has changed. Anything else that you feel has changed just walking around here?
A few buildings that I remembered before, now they're like gone and stuff, new buildings as well. So like it's quite different. And yeah, just remembering all of like the different smells and sounds, like,
How many days into your holiday are you now?
We've just arrived this morning. Our plane landed, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, so quite tired. Yeah, but we had an hour before.
Well, since you're coming back after such a long time, what do you love to do? Like, what is your like, I will love to do this again. After all of these years, I have to do this because I love doing it.
Probably just going around the city and shopping. Shopping's really good. Trying out the foods that I haven't had in ages.
Ooh, what food do you love the most?
Just like the little bits from like 7-Eleven and Family Mart that are just like little snacks.
Convenient food snacks win the race again. What is like your thing you love to do in Japan?
I just like to eat food, yeah. And I think we're going to yakiniku tonight, which is quite exciting, yeah.
Yakiniku, look forward to it.
Yeah, it's my favourite. It's so good, yeah. So probably just the food and stuff. And yeah, that's just the shops because they have like cool clothes here that they don't have in England, yeah.
Well, tell me what your parents love to do in Japan.
I'd say for my mum, probably the food as well. She really enjoys Japanese food. My dad comes here for work quite a lot, so he's used to the Japanese food, definitely.
What food do they love the most?
Probably yakiniku for my dad. That's why we're having it.
So that's why you're having a yakiniku party tonight.
Yeah. My mum's more adventurous with it, so more of like the fish and the tempura.
Are you guys looking forward to going to go into any parks, lands, amusement, anything?
I think just going around to like the old places we used to go to and stuff, like Yogi Park, we might go there too, which will bring back some memories because we used to go there quite a lot.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to go there. I think for our parents, it's just going back to the old places we used to go to a lot and stuff. Yeah.
Unpacking all the wonderful memories one more time. I'm so glad you get to experience that. You've probably traveled a lot. So rate Japan on a scale from 1, not so great, to 10, best place ever. What you love about Japan? Like, give me a ranking.
Ooh, it's so different from everywhere else I've been, but I'd definitely say it's up there for like a holiday, like 8 or 9.
Yes.
It's very exciting.
Yes. What's like your favorite thing in Japan then?
Just how like the culture's so different. Walking around the streets is like completely different to anywhere else in the world. So yeah, it's very exciting.
9 or almost up to 9 there for uniqueness. We got it.
Yeah.
What's your Japan ranking?
Definitely 9. Yeah. Because I always like look forward to coming back to Japan and stuff, you know. Yeah, it's very different from other countries, and it feels very like familiar to me when I come back, so it's quite nice, you know, and all the exciting things here as well in Tokyo. Yeah.
Since you lived here as a child, is it like a home away from home feeling now, or how does it feel?
Well, we haven't been back in about 5 years, so
okay.
it feels like familiar, but at the same time not. There's a little bit inside me that like recognizes everything, but also it's not my home anymore, so I don't know.
When I came off the plane, I was kind of like, oh wow, it felt like we were coming back from a holiday in England, if you know what I mean. And obviously it's not like that, but yeah, it does feel a bit like home away from home. Yeah, definitely.
When you get to experience it all over again. Thank you so much for sharing your insight.
Thank you so much for
Thank you so much for interviewing us.
There are actually quite a lot of British things in Japan that are loved. So for example, there's a place called The Hub, which is like a British pub that is all around Tokyo, loads of those. There's also a real London bus that goes around the city and offers afternoon teas. There are tons of different types of afternoon teas as well. And in a different prefecture, not in Tokyo, there's also a English village, which is themed like a British school, and Japanese kids go there to study English, and you can just visit it, and it feels a little bit like a magical kind of castle wizard wonderland there. But there's a lot of other cool things that people love about Japan and the world, and we'll show you this here on the Ash Japanese channel. So check out this video next for more from Japan. I hope you enjoyed this. Please give us a follow, and I'll catch you soon on Ash Japanese. Bye!